It's game day as the Chicago Bulls take on the Cleveland Cavaliers in Chicago for the final preseason game of this preseason period. We're going to talk about it, have some fun. There's only we can do and more right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bulls Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bulls news and content.
What's going on, Bulls fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. I'm the host there, Haize, but more importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Bulls Central Pod on every social media platform we happen to be on. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into this content for the day, y'all. And yeah, man. That's crazy. That's real crazy earlier today, but nonetheless. I love it when I troll people, man. The thumbnail does show what do you mean it doesn't show the whole title? The thumbnail shows the whole title. But how you guys feeling coming into this game, man? Dalen Terry, Josh Giddey are out. Billy Donovan's out for tonight. Yeah, but overall, I feel really good about this game. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just the fact that the Bulls have looked so good this preseason period for the most part. Their offense, things look like it really is changing. I think that's what it is. It really does feel like change. And so for the last 3 seasons, it's been the same shit. The same exact shit. The same play style, the same limitations, the same shortcomings, the same strengths. And this is the first time in a long time that it's actually things considerably changing with this team. And it doesn't even mean just from a personnel standpoint, but from a stylistic standpoint, also from a personnel standpoint as well. Just having Modest Bucilis there, having a young rookie that we're really, really excited about again, right? Like, because even Io, right? Let's be clear. The last rookie that we were probably this excited about was Kobe White, right? Because even Io was an unknown thing. We didn't know how good Io DeSumo was. Patrick Williams, we damn sure didn't know. Hell, he was a bench player in college. It's not like he did anything that really wowed. What's up? What do you want? I'm doing something. Jesus. Patrick Williams coming into this team. It's not like we knew very much about Patrick Williams, right? Or he had some super huge performances or anything like that. Definitely not with Dalen. Definitely not with Io DeSumo. So that's a whole nother place to be super excited about with this team. Is just having Modest Bucilis here as a rookie as well. The return of Lonzo Ball, to see if Kobe and Io can do it again this year. There's just a lot of reasons to be. What's wrong with the audio? Does it still sound messed up? What the fuck is going on, man? It's just watch. I'm just gonna re. Is it better now? Because I mean, literally, there should be nothing wrong with the mic. I didn't do anything with the mic. If any of the sound pads clicked. Is it better now? See, just restream. I don't know what the fuck restream got going on, man. Like, that's crazy. Does it sound better now at this point? Roll out. Hold on. Let me test. It sounds perfectly fine on my side. I don't know. Like, I got to get a new streaming software. Restream got to go. At this point, I'm having way too many issues with Restream to start. The season ain't even started yet. And the fact that we're having issues is fucking crazy. But what I was saying, this is why sometimes I do have the headphones on when I start, just so I can hear myself. But to say it's just there's a lot of reasons to be excited about the Chicago Bulls. A lot of reasons to be excited about them. With Modest being here, Lonzo's return, things really changing for this Bulls team for the first time in a while, right? Like, all those things are big reasons to be excited about this team. It is what it is, man. It's just great to really see. It's really great to see that we are actually changing a direction, that we're actually making changes to what this team is. So just I don't know what the hell is going on with Restream, because like I said, I'm plugged directly into the soundboard. It sounds great on this side, so it has to just be Restream. It's still back. Good now? We good? Because I just played it on YouTube. It sounds good. So, have you ever seen the video Josh Giddey, incredible rebounder by Let's Talk Thunder? No, but I know Josh Giddey's a credible rebounder. Like Josh Giddey, for the position, for a guard as a rebounding guard, he's great. Not just good, he's great as a rebounding guard. So you got to give him a lot of credit for that. No, it's not the mic. It's not the mic. I'm plugged into the mic directly. Believe me, I'm a sound engineer. It's not the mic. It's Restream. That's what it is. It's not the mic at all. Because I'm plugged directly into the soundboard, so I hear the mic, the raw audio. See, like I don't. It can only be Restream. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Whoa, that's ugly. What the fuck? There we go. There we go. Yeah, it's definitely not the mic. It's not the mic. So it can only be Restream. It's definitely not the mic. I don't know what the fuck's going on with Restream. Like, it's just Restream as a software has so many positives, but some shit it just fucks up on. How's it sounding now? Fucking pissing me off. I really hate when shit just doesn't go the way that it's supposed to go. Like, this doesn't make any fucking sense. Really doesn't make any fucking sense. It doesn't even sound like it's coming from my fucking microphone. Yeah, I hate this shit. Anyway, with that said, hopefully we gonna be good. Fuck, I'm definitely gonna probably switch to OBS. Like at this point, I think I'm just gonna switch to OBS permanently. It's a little bit more to do in OBS, but I think it's about time. I definitely think it's about time. Hey fam, do you like how management has overhauled the majority of the squad? We got a much clearer direction now. Yeah, I mean the clear direction is definitely good. It's definitely good. Yeah, see, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like I don't know why it sounds that way. Because nothing's fucking changed. It's only Restream. Like this shit really. I'm such a fucking audio Nazi. Like I hate when shit doesn't work the fucking way it's supposed to work. Like it really pisses me the fuck off. I'm not trying to go John Campy where I throw my fucking headphones around or anything like that. But it's bullshit when technology does that. Like I pay to use this service. The bare minimum that you can do is make sure your shit fucking works right. Right? Like that's the bare fucking minimum. It's fucking. All right, this is the last thing I could do. Hopefully it's working right now. If it's not, we just gonna have to ride with it. Like it is what it is. What do you think the ceiling of this Bulls team is for this season? I don't know yet. I can't. I really can't say what the ceiling is for this team yet. There's so many things going on with this team right now. So many changes that have both been good. Most of them are good, right? But like even this team in their defensive ceiling, I just don't know. Like we saw wild swings where this team looked absolutely terrible defensively. Then we saw some games where they actually looked like they could be a solid defense this year. So you just never know. You just never know. Yo, Haize, let me know. Right, do you think the Bulls can get the 6th seed? I'm trying to convince my homeboys possible. Listen. So the teams that I have above the Bulls, I don't think the Bulls can get the 6th seed. 6th seed means avoiding the play-in, and I don't think that that's possible for the Bulls. I'm not even going to front on you. You guys know I'm a Bulls fan through and through, but one thing I don't do is I'm not a front runner. I try to be honest with how I view this team. So when you look at it, they're not better than Boston. They're not better than New York. They're not better than Cleveland. They're not better than Orlando. They're not better than Indiana. They're not better than Milwaukee. We're not better than any of those teams. And then I even think like a team like the Charlotte Hornets, if LaMelo stays healthy, I would even say that they could win more games than the Bulls. Philadelphia 76ers, they got major health concerns, but if they're healthy, they're definitely better than the Bulls too. So no, I don't think that a 6 seed is there. I just don't think that it's there. So I don't think that this team, like somebody, I was talking to somebody, I think it was over on Locked On Bulls, and they were like, well, the 6th seed is the floor for this team. I'm like, the floor? You think the 6th seed is the floor? What are you smoking? You smoking that Delbert fentanyl. It don't make no sense. Don't make no sense. Transpotting line. I'm a bit of perfectionist when he's on speed at the job interview. What? I know I read that wrong. What can Chris Duarte provide for us? I don't know much about his game. Nothing. Nothing. Keep frosting those tips, young boy, because that's about all you got. All you got. He said, dang, well, I'm going to send this clip over to him. I'll take the L in this debate. I mean, listen, you could be right. Maybe you could be right. But, Joel Embiid is going to play this season. It's not that he's going to be out for the full season. Joel Embiid isn't going to be out for the full season. For Haize to label this a successful season, what are some things you need to see in order to call it a success? I'm just looking at development. I mean, really, all jokes aside, I'm mainly looking at development. Now, if we win because of the young guys stepping up, that could also make it a further success. But the main thing I want before anything, because we've lived in this area too long where we're just in this bubble, right, with no real area to develop or move forward because we couldn't make moves, those type of things. So the biggest thing that makes this a success for me is the Dalen Terry, Julian Phillips, Modest Bucilis, Jalen Smith, Kobe White, Io DeSumo, even Josh Giddey. That those 7 guys show that those are players that we could start building something with. Not necessarily build around those guys, right? That's a different tier. But they proved to something that we could build with. That's the biggest thing that I want to be here. Is to clear up a lot of those questions on, are these guys even guys that are going to be here long term? That's what I want to come out this season saying, oh, yeah, Julian Phillips is going to be here. I want to come out of this season saying Modest Bucilis is on that path that we need him to go. I want to be able to say Kobe White took that next step, right? That Kobe White, last year wasn't a fluke. That's him. And I feel I have faith that's the case. But I just want to eliminate this season for me is about eliminating questions. And then once those questions start clearly being eliminated, now what do you start building going forward, right? That's what I want to see from this team. That's my personal view on the things that I want to see from this team. I don't know if y'all paid attention to the last season, but the defense looked pretty good when Io and Kobe White was our backcourt. It looked okay, not great. It still was it still wasn't great, but it takes more than 2 players to have a really good defense. Duarte can't be cut. He has a guaranteed contract. He's going to be on the roster this season unless you trade him. Is it true that the Bulls are trying to re-sign? Well, it hasn't been reported that they're trying to re-sign him. It's been reported that they may explore those contract talks. They keep it this way. That was the same thing that was said before Vooch's free agency. And they ended up not coming up to terms with the deal on him until right before actual free agency opened. So I don't know if I believe that or not. We'll see. We'll see. Do you believe Zach a couple of weeks ago when he said he spoke with everyone to the franchise and all is repaired, he wants to stay here? We'll see. We'll see. Vern be asking those goddamn journalist questions, bro. My bad, I'm behind. Was talking about your perfection towards yeah. I don't play about the audio. I don't audio and video. Like of course, streaming you have a little bit less control over it. But if you guys watch my daily episodes, the ones that are pre-recorded and I post, you'll know I don't play about the quality, the production value, right? Like on my pre-recorded videos, I have a banner like this. Oh, wait, that's the wrong place. I have a banner like this that goes through with the topics that we're talking about at that time. I've started putting timestamps in videos as well, not consistently yet. I'll do it for like 3 videos straight and then miss it for like 4, but we'll get there. We'll get there. I know you made like 2 videos recently on Modest or Julian taking P. Will's spot, but do you think potentially they ride it out until the end of the season and do a package for Cooper Flag with Will? Listen, P. Will ain't going to help you get Cooper Flag. I mean, P. Will have to play such an exponential rate to help you get Cooper Flag. So, no, I don't think that's the case. P. Will, I mean, safe money is to bet on P. Will being benched. P. Will's been benched every single year but his rookie year. Every single year but his rookie year, he's been benched. He's gotten his starting position taken at some point. Now, he's gotten it back in some cases, but he's gotten benched every single year. And I think with this year, with a player like Julian Phillips, for example, stepping up big time for the Bulls, that it's no longer going to be a 6'4" guard that's taking your position. It's going to actually be a power forward. And if that's the case, we'll see. We'll see. The way I look at it is we need to develop our young core for the next 3 years. Get off Giddey, Vooch, Levine. Why do we what? That's stupid. Giddey's literally one of the youngest players on this team. He's 21 years old. He's younger than Dalen Terry. Like, literally, he's younger than Dalen Terry. He's younger than Ayo. He's younger than Kobe. He's younger than P. Will. So if you say that we need to develop our young core, Giddey needs to be one of the first players that you develop. Now, Vooch and Levine are different. I think that those guys, I think Vooch is gone either way when his contract expires. If you can't move him before then, I think that's definitely a thing. But we'll see. We'll see. Didn't we hear the same thing from the organization on Lauri Markkanen as well? They were working on an extension. Yeah, we did. But then we heard that heading into that season, but then the organization pivoted, right? Like at the start of the season, of course, they talked about potentially extending Lauri Markkanen, but then they acquired Nikola Vucevic, and P. Will was looking solid enough for them, and they clearly at that point were geared towards winning. So I think that's it. And keep in mind, Lauri also turned down an extension with the Bulls. So Passive P, amazing potential. We have all seen it, but his offensive IQ is the thing that kills. Somebody brought up the IQ thing, right? Like we always saying the passive nature, which he is a very passive player, but it also may be, and I'm sorry, this is going to sound mean. I don't really mean it mean. I mean it matter of factly. P. Will may just be a stupid basketball player. He may just be a stupid basketball player, meaning that he just doesn't have high basketball IQ. Like that just may be the case. Maybe it ain't even aggression. Maybe he just doesn't know what the fuck to do out there. Maybe he doesn't understand the value of cutting to the rim at the right time, right? Maybe that's just the case. What that doesn't nothing that you said just makes sense. Giddey's at his peak. What? You just said we need to develop our young core. Now, Giddey at 22 years old is not at his peak. What are you talking about? Are you okay? Is your brain in the room with us? Is it in the room with us? What? I'm going to pray for you. I'm really going to, you know what? Let's bow our heads. If you're under the sound of my voice, everybody bow your heads right now. We're going to pray for our brother or sister because we don't know. I don't want to misgender anybody. We're going to pray for STK. Lord, have mercy. And the power that's been invested in me through the drip gods, we come before you today and ask that you watch over our brother and sister, STK, and that you watch over their mental, that you protect their mind, and that you help instill in them the common sense that God has bestowed upon all of us. We ask that we come before you humbly today, my Lord and Savior, and ask you to touch, please, the brain cells of STK and get them jump started, my Lord. Bring some of the almighty power of the brain electricity to get some of these synapses running in this man's brain. We pray for you. We ask that all this be done in Lauri Markkanen and Joakim Noah's name. Amen. Amen. Because what the fuck? What the entire fuck? That's crazy. That's crazy. This man said we need to develop our young players and then said Giddey at 22 years old has reached his peak. What in the entire fuck? See this? Listen, everybody, this is what happens when you don't breastfeed your kids. It helps brain development. Stop, listen. Stop trying to be so quick to get back to drinking wine. Stop it. Feed your kids breast milk. Drink some water, eat good, and feed. Because listen, some of these kids, their brain just is a little bit undeveloped, just slightly undeveloped. And you just got to get them together just a little bit. Like, come on, man. You just got to get it together just a little bit. We just got to get it together, bro. That's crazy. I'm not completely out on P. Will, but after this year, I'm done, bro. He's stagnant, in my opinion. He just hasn't grown from what I've seen. Listen, now you in your feelings because you didn't word it correctly. Words are your friends. Words mean things. Go back and look at your and think. Ask yourself, did you convey that message thoroughly with what you typed there? Ask that. Ask yourself that. You didn't. You're stupid. It's okay. It's okay. Just admit you're stupid. It's all right. The first thing to fixing a problem is you first got to admit that you're fucking remedial. That's the first thing, right? That's the first thing. And your name is STK because your brain stink. How is your brain stinky? Like you just got to get it together, man. Do better. Do better, bro. We got some focus factor. We can help you out a little bit with it. We can really help you out. Because you just got to stop being stupid. Like really, just don't be stupid. It's okay. Just don't be dumb. Did Lonzo look as good as social media hyped him to be? I missed the game, been praying for him. He looked like Lonzo. Very small, very, very small sample size, but he looked like Lonzo. And considering what Lonzo's been through, yeah, it's big that he looked like that. This youth with mentorship of DeMar and AC and now Patton and assistants in place, I'm optimistic. Okay, good. I'm glad. I'm about to say you optimized. Shout out to you. What's up, Forrest? Who's Forrest? What are we doing? What are we doing? Pray for STK Zone. You got to pray for him, man. These kids is lost, bro. You got to pray for him. You just got to pray for him. The kids is lost. The kids is lost, man. Let's get that W tonight. Feeling good. I'm going into game one. Listen, there is something that feels good about where the Bulls are right now. And you got to give it credit for that. Like it's what AKA and how he's turned around the perception of this team. Now, that perception could turn really right back around real quick, depending on how good or bad this Bulls team looks, right? But it is something to be said that AK at the season-ending press conference said that changes were coming. And a lot of people doubted if those changes were coming. And the changes came. They came. So, it is what it is. Shout out to Forrest Phillips in the building. Julian Phillips' cousin. Shout out to Forrest in this mug. Do we still have a spot? Yes, we still have a spot open. We signed EJ Liddell to a two-way. So the spot that was left by waiving Ernalot Batum on the main roster is still there. And it's probably still going to go to THT. By the way, did y'all see Ernalot Batum's his farewell post? It was great. I'm gonna put it up here because it just shows like the city of Chicago and what it means, man. Ernalot on his farewell post said this: "This is the place where my childhood dreams came to life. Chicago, you made me feel at home every single moment. Chicago Bulls, you granted me the privilege of training where my childhood hero MJ once trained and playing basketball in the same iconic arena. I'm deeply grateful for everything I experienced here, and these moments will forever be among the most treasured memories of my life. Now it's time to say goodbye. You will always have a unique and irreplaceable place in my heart. Thank you, Obi-Wan." Shout out to Obi, man. Shout out to Obi, bro. Is it acting weird again? What the fuck is going on, bro? Like, it's so fucking weird. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. It doesn't make any sense for anything to have changed. I haven't touched anything. It's restream. It's not even the mic. It's restream. I'm going to restart the computer. You know what? We're going to go ahead and get ready to end it. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. It's not the mic because I'm listening to the mic right directly from. So it's either the soundboard or it's restream. That's the only thing that it could be. But all right,